So I'm out here funding the dream, putting money in the bank, doing what we all got to do. So I'm in a digger at the moment, and just got a couple of minutes between trucks. Quick one about confidence. So I made a video not that long ago about how to rebuild your confidence and get back to where you were after a nasty crash or a nasty injury or time off of the bike or whatever it be. Maybe got rattled after seeing someone else crash. And I spoke about skills and acquiring your skills, reacquiring your skills, and becoming physically what you were before you crashed. So and mentally as well. So the confidence comes from doing the work. It comes from building the skills back up and whatnot. So it's been 12 weeks now since my injury. So it was 12 weeks on Sunday, and last night, which was Thursday night, I went out to Waterfall Gully. I've been smashing since the day of the 8-week mark. I've been back on the bike, been riding well, and just focusing on riding precisely, just focusing on hitting things correctly, building up my cutty skills, building up my lefts and rights on the street, and letting the confidence come back, not having any doubts, not having any rubbish in my head thinking, oh, what if it happens again? I don't care if it happens again. It's none of my business what happens to me from here on in. All I can do is control the controllables. So last night I rode Twisted Gum to Stew Minute Noodle, which is the new track at Waterfall Gully. That whole section is called, I call it Twisted Noodle, and hit a really good time. And more so than hitting a really good time, I rode a really good run. I rode really well. I cornered really well. I've been testing a new tyre, the DHR2, which feels quite good. I wasn't too sure of it the first couple of runs. Now that I'm a little bit more friendly with it and understand how it performs a little bit better, I'm happier to go a little harder, and it's quite a responsive tyre. I do like it, so a little bit more time on that and we'll see how that feels. But all I've been doing, back to the point, is working on being able to execute my skills properly on the trail, being able to look ahead. All of these things are coming back that I've missed out on for being off the bike for 8 weeks. Looking up ahead, breathing, setting myself up before a run, so going through the mental, calming yourself down, so when you start you're not already at a 10. When you start your run, you want to be nice and calm and just focusing on your breath, so focusing on your breathing, and that'll allow you to stay focused and be able to execute what you've been practicing. And it was kind of like it was almost a little milestone for me last night to know that I'm back on pace. I'm back where I've always been, and nothing's held me back, because you never know in the back of your head, like, have I lost a little bit of gusto, or am I a little bit less aggressive because of that, and whatever, which is fine. You can always taper your aggression to suit your lifestyle and risks and whatnot. And when I say aggression, I don't mean going hard and risking more. I mean having the faith and the confidence in your precision and your acquisition of your skills to be able to ride more aggressively and more closer to that 100%. So last night I was probably pushing the 90, and I've been sitting at 80s since the crash. I've been sitting at 70 to 80%, which is my normal rides are about 85%, 85% effort. I never really go too hard. But last night I put a bit of sauce on it, 90%, and it felt great. Didn't make any mistakes. I was pinpoint. I was seeing things coming well and truly ahead. I was calm, relaxed, focused, and aiming. I've gotten myself in the mindset of, I'm going to do a fat run here. So I put Strava on and went for it, and it was great. The bike's great. The patrol's awesome. I've been playing around with the rear shock again, which is cool, bit of fun. And the bike feels fast, strong. I feel fast and strong, and it's no big deal. Like, I'm not diminished from the crash. I'm not doubtful of my skills or anything like that. All I've done is do the work. I haven't hoped for the best or anything like that. There's no, we'll just play it out and see what happens. I've acquired the skills again and I've executed them, and I feel really good. So I just wanted to share that. It's like I said, it's a little bit of a milestone. I was quite excited yesterday after the ride. I felt it's the first time where I've really felt like, oh yes, we're back to normal. Like everything's back to normal. I don't feel any pain. I'm still got a little bit of muscle tension and whatever around the ribs, which I'm still trying to release and loosen up. But outside of that, I'm fine. Everything's good, and it's like nothing ever happened. So if you're out there and struggling to rebuild your confidence or to build confidence, forget about it. Don't worry about it. Don't feel bad about not being able to do something. Do things that are conducive to building confidence. So ride the trails that make you feel confident, ride the sections that make you feel confident. Don't risk anything. Don't do anything that's going to shut you down and make you ride like you're holding on for dear life. Just ride well, practice your skills, and let it come. And whatever it is, it will be. And if there's a restriction, then it's a restriction in your skills, either application or acquisition. So I've got a lot of videos on lefts and rights, cutties, off camber corners. Check out all my videos, check out all the tutorials that I do, and there's always little knowledge nuggets in there that will make sense and go, oh yeah, cool, I'm going to try and practice that. And the number one thing is I always encourage people to film themselves. If you're trying to practice your skills, set up your phone or whatever, your camera, and film it, so that way you can see whether it looks the way it feels. If you think, oh, I'm sure I'm doing it right, but I'm not getting any more grip, my front keeps washing, it's either the skill isn't quite there, and it's not what you think it is, or your bike setup, which is whole another story. Everybody, not everyone, but a lot of people run their fork too soft. They run it overly progressive and too soft off the top, so it goes soft hard, and you've got this like wallowy bit in the middle. Personal preference to a big point, but I like a supportive front end. A supportive front end is a grippy front end, and as long as you can set it up supportive and supple, you'll have all the grip in the world, an efficient bike, and you'll be able to charge. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about that quickly while I got a minute. I've got to get back to work in a minute, so get out there, practice your skills, don't be hard on yourself, and just let it come naturally. So I'm back, we're all good, and yeah, see you out there on the trails.